Men's haircuts number 3. How would you like it so far? I show you for YouTube so many different haircuts. I love all hairdressers to know how to cut the hair. I made a DVD to show you the different haircut. If you follow the haircutting technique, you never master in your lifetime. Haircut has two strong elements. One is a physical exercise, one is a feeding. Physical exercise, not too many hairdressers like to do. We do cut hair by hand. Where handcrafted makes something. That meaning you need a lot of training. This long hair to cut off the shoulder, you have to know how to do it, when to do it, where you're standing to do it. Cutting off the hair is open the scissors and close it. It could be done. But if you're cutting a more detailed haircut, you have to know where you're standing, why you're standing, why you do it. That is a knowledge, but knowledge can't cut a hair. You have to do a physical exercise it, how you're standing, where you're standing. That's what my haircutting training about. Your standing right position is vitally important to knowledge yourself. Then you keep the record. You have to have some kind of record, otherwise you don't know how many times you practice, how many times you day off, how long you will practice to finish the set accomplishment. Keep a record and correct yourself. That's very important. Now haircut number 3, today's haircut. When I do haircut, as you notice, always talk about it, physical body position and foot position. When we talk about a haircut, we always talk about an angle and even cut. But we never do measure or never use a ruler. Other hand, when we stop, hand always makes a circular motion, not straight movement. That's why it's so difficult to cut hair straight. Here, the first hold it, you see the guideline here, don't cut here then it's too short. Bring down here, towards back. If you're longer, go back more. When I show you here, hold it this kind of position to look at it. Foot position like this, then bring back here parallel, then go back. If you want to need it more, go back like this way. Make sure I protect the bang line. Pick up a shortest hair in a temporary and hold it. Keep cutting through to make a small triangle shape. Then hold it, then here again, then here again. You see this guideline here? This part, we're going to move towards this way. Then bring cutting here. Cut. You don't want to cut the whole thing off. Then if you want to do longer, hold it same place. Then move down, back door more. Use the body motion for the ruler. You never cut and bang line too short. Just blend it in very nicely. Do it exercise in your salon. Elbow is stay in the side of the body. Hand is stabilize it. Just use the toe, your foot, twisting, make a circle, by the hand to make a straight line. That you need to practice. You can't do that in the cutting hair. Now I'll show you for the real model with it. Now put on the front, this position, and pull the hair to see it for the guideline. Then pull back. You see that my foot forward and backward. That's exactly you doing the cutting hair. Then you could make sure protect the front of the line. Now I like to show you for the sideways profile how they do it, because it's very important and you have to understand it. Now you do like this way, stand up and pull the hair hand like go to the front to pick up a hair, then turning around and backward. That's what I'm doing there to make sure protect the front of the hair. Bring it in first to the top only. Top the corner here like this, front only. If you bring it here, as you see it, you can't cut here anymore. So like this much, you can't cut it. So it's gonna come up for automatic done. So now we're gonna top of the hair. We're gonna do. Now you have a guideline now, much more faster. Second bang line is just bring the more hair at the top of the head, and then bring down. Then use the same way, forward and backward. You look at the, for the right hand side, I show you a body motion, and then bring forward and backward and bring here. You don't need to think about it, just do it. It automatically cut hair very nicely. Whole top of the head, bring down here. See this excess hair this much. The top of the hair, the hair. It's nice. So when people never had the haircut, you could see each other. It's very easy to see the guideline here like this. Then everything go down here. And then you have to do this particular, this side has the hair adjusted here. To adjust a little bit. There you go. Adjust to this side because the top of the hair is coming on here. Anything excess will come here like this. You could see it. Then just adjust it. To see this more here, adjust it, bring it in here. So everything comes like this, come down here. So far right now, just exactly like this. This is the same haircut that the female haircut, same way like this. Only different female has to be longer in the front, that's what to it. Then you push back here, take off here, then bring back here. Now we're gonna do it, a left side cut. We move the left side, and the first thing you do, make sure just put on that part on the left side part. If you do that, many clients say, oh, I don't cut to this side. That's nothing to do with it. Just you need to find the guideline first. You know the left side is a hair's going down, a very long hair. You don't want to cut a hair same as right side. You have to come down much longer in a sideburns area to blend it in. So first thing first, you find out where the guideline is. How long it is, you have to decide it yourself. That's what your feeling come with it. You find the guideline. Now this time you're standing 2 o'clock foot position right from the 45-degree. Then you have to stay there. Use your top of the body to forward or backward to look at the hair and bring back to the guideline. Do not move your foot or do not release the guideline. 2 o'clock position, stand and practice again. Start in the date again, and one page usually take a 7 hours 35 minutes or so. If you don't practice date, just write it down there. Then you keep doing that back and forth, back and forth. Make sure straight up. Then keep a record like this. That's very important for you. You have to make a guideline first, then make a guideline and then cut it, and do not release the guideline. Hold on to it. A comb to cut it into that next section, then bring the hair with a comb and kick out the other hair. Try to cut in the guideline hair. Many hairdressers tried cutting out the whole thing. Don't worry about it. Bottom of your finger. That's the next section. Guideline became more established. Bringing the hair from back of the head more substantially. Guideline is very firm. Bringing many hairs as possible. Then stabilize it, open the scissors wider, then cut one shot. Check your haircut to see. Then straighten up your models the head because you have to stand still. Then do the next section. Important for the next section, you have to be previous guideline the tip of the fingertip. Many hairdressers grab so many guidelines to make it. You don't have nothing to cut. You're cutting too short. Establish the guideline. The same as first one. Bring in all hair the same position and bring back. Make sure reach your body to the back of the head and grab the hair to cut the hair. You see the right hand side. My body position, how they move. The section. Now it's the bottom of the face line. The same as before, make sure tip is the end of the guideline to bring in all hair. Make sure to reach it. Reach in the back, way back. But don't move your body. So I'm very small, so you have to reach way up, stretch it. You see the right hand side, see that my body have moved. Then bring back the same place to cut it. That then be done in the third section. Before, right hand side did more. See, this side is much longer here, so much easy to do 1, 2, 3 section to the right side finish. Right side have to be finished. Now I have to blend it in front bangs, left to right to blend it in. That's what we're gonna do next section. Now I have to blend it in long side to the front bang to short side right side. Concept to the left side. You have to standing in a front 2 o'clock position this time to hold the hair and turning around to the opposite direction. Now I do it again, the standing up at 2 o'clock, then sideways a little bit, then pick up a hair and turning at your body. That's what you have to do. Practice the body motion. Standing right side of front of the chair and hold the arm to the stabilize it. Use your toes turning around. That keep practice and many times possible. The different angle. This is the same way. Make sure hold your elbow to the side of the body and just use it for the toes only. Establish a hand thing to the cutting position. The very small section to the pickup to see the for the right hand side for the short hair to check it how much you have the and the differences. As you see the little bit there, then you have to bring backward. Don't cut whole thing, just cut a very little because we are connecting right now. If you cut it whole thing, say leave it there a little bit of hair, otherwise you become too short. Just very small section to cut. Now next section, bring back again to look at again, to go down here to see how much the difference is. Still have a lot of difference between the first line and the second line. So check again and make sure bring down here to look at it, see what is how much difference. Bring back again just cut half the distance. Don't cut the whole hair. Yeah, leave it there first section. You see what happened. The third section you pick them up, go check it. Go see like that. So I will show you for more. I show you turning the chair a little bit and you see the check the hair to look at it. You can see, but you see my body position forward and bring back. Now you see for the shortest spot and the longest spot in the front chair, you could see it edges. So you're cutting off the between the longest hair. Now you very easy now. From then you keep cutting off the whole thing. Now go see through the straight down to see how they blend it in. Look at this. Nice blended in the front and a short to longer, a V shape. That have to be done. Now you establish, you put a little water on it, and now it's going to be much easier to cut hair and the top of the hair and blend it in the right hand side. First bring it in the top of the hair and the same as I did for the left side. Bring down here to check the, make sure to check that for the blend it into the guideline and the front bang line. That's not that hard because it's long hair that doesn't come so many. But thing is, now you have to be check to the right hand side, the short side, to keep maintaining in a V shape. So pick up a hair to check the haircut to see the left to the right, to blend it in, keep up the V shape haircut all the time. Then if you go establish, finish it, then you see it continuously in a V shape and a short to longer. You keep up like that. And the final touch, as you always do the final hair, always bring the whole thing in a forward to see any excess hairs coming out. To check the haircut, pick up, and then check it. That you have to do final cut. Everything blended in. Make sure maintain a V shape. You did very good job. Okay, that you look at it. Now go see through the comb through to look at it. What shape exactly we want. Exactly we did. Short and a long in the right hand side. When the right hand side is shorter, you push up the hair, stand up, pop up. Then left side the hairs go down and more flatted down. but they need a more hair volume to be supported same way. That's one thing to do it. Of course, this hair is the men's haircut. The front are really too long now. We're gonna cut hair later on, but time being, short or longer, you could accomplish it very easily. Now that's long hair there. We will cut it later on. That we need a more cut off. That's way too long. Now we finally finish front, both side. Now we're gonna finish with the back of the hair. Now next segment, men's haircut number 4. I will cut back of the head, more layer. It's not finished, long way to go. If you liked my haircutting method, please subscribe to YouTube. Then also, please practice. Watching the haircutting is a great to understand yourself, but doesn't do any help you too much. If you practice, you become very good haircutter. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.